Hey everybody, Coach Joe here from Varsity House Gym. Welcome back to the 5-minute fitness makeover video series. This is video number 2. 5 simple truths for healthy nutrition. These 5 simple truths are going to really help you with your nutrition, to help you dial it in. It's so simple. When you were done with this video, you can say, I knew that. Just like most people, you know what to do. I'm here to remind you what to do. Okay. What's the problem with nutrition? There's so much out there. Which diet is right for your lifestyle? And we have a saying here at Varsity House, and it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. We want smart, healthy, consistent nutrition. Fad diets don't work. There's so many of them out there. Keto, low carb, interval training, paleo, you name it, right? There's a diet for the cabbage soup diet, you name it, it's out there. Okay. Most of them don't work because if it's something that's so restrictive and so limiting in terms of foods, you're never going to stick to it. The best diet is the one that you'll stick to and can live with for the rest of your life, eating smart, eating whole foods, and eating clean most of the time. You want something that fits your active lifestyle, that fits your real life. All right. And smart training over the long haul always wins. That's where the truck comes in, right? It's just a long haul. It's a long, straight, consistent road of trying to eat better, eat cleaner, eat smarter most of the time. What are we going to learn? So let's talk about the truths. All right. Truth number 1, carbs are good and bad. Okay. So you need carbohydrates. All right. They are our number one source of energy and fuel, and they are the energy that our cells convert to cellular energy. But the problem is most people just eat too much and they have too much sugar and refined carbohydrates, bread flours, grain flours, right? White breads, even whole wheat breads generally contain a large portion of regular white bleached bread. Now, even if it's 100% whole wheat, it's still not that great for you and it's pretty high glycemic. You want to really limit flours, okay, and refined carbohydrates, right? The stuff that is highly processed, especially like sweets, crackers, cakes, things like that, right? My beloved goldfish, right? And if you have kids, you know what I mean, right? But you definitely need those carbs. And one of the big mistakes that I see people make with diets is when they want to lose weight, they cut their calories and cut their carbs. And what does that do? It kills your energy. Now you can't train hard. You're starving yourself. And all you do all day is think about food, right? So you want to feed the beast. If you're starting a new exercise and healthy nutrition routine, you want to keep carbohydrates in the diet so that you're fueled properly and feeling good, right? And slowly over time, you could start to play with the nutrients to get to a level where you're comfortable, but not all at once. Not all carbs are created equal, right? There are definitely bad carbs, right? Twinkies are not good carbs, right? Potatoes are way better, okay? Pasta, not the greatest carb, not awful, but definitely not something that should be a staple in your diet, okay? Very high in the glycemic index, all right? No carb diets, again, are not the answer, right? Can you lose weight quickly? Yes. Do most people rebound terribly? Absolutely. All right. We believe that a smart diet that's lower in the carbohydrates, but still providing enough for energy and to fuel that active lifestyle is the real key to long-term success. Truth number 2, smaller portions to lose weight. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. For anybody out there who's carrying a little bit of excess body fat, it's most likely because you eat too much. And it's I'm a guilty culprit. Okay. Anytime that I've put weight on, it was directly related to the fact that I was eating too much or I had let go of making those smart, healthy choices. Okay. You need to reduce portion size and calories. And you look at the plate that we show here on this diagram, and it's a great example of a small amount of carbohydrates, lots of vegetables and greens with some healthy fats in there, some avocado in there, and a portion of protein. This would represent like a 40-30-30 diet, just a well-rounded, good whole food diet. Most people can make dramatic change just by cleaning up the types of foods that they eat. We want to be careful of fat. It's very easy to add a lot of fat. Okay. So people pour in the olive oil, right? Adds a lot of fat. People spoon in or eat handfuls of peanuts or almonds, lots of fat. You want better insulin response with high fiber, lower glycemic foods, right? And healthy snacks make great choices too. Think about fruits and vegetables as snacks and not chips, Twinkies, ho-hos, donuts, and all the nice office goodies that your friends are sabotaging your diets with, bringing them into the office. Truth number three, quality does matter, especially here in the United States. One of the things you might hear a lot of our European counterparts say is that, well, there's no GMOs, there's no glyphosate in the foods, that's Roundup, right? That's weed killers in our foods and things like that. Those chemicals are very dangerous to you and your guts, especially, right? They kill your natural gut flora, right? The microbiome of little microorganisms that lives inside of us, right? That stuff is no good. You really want to try and get the best quality foods that you can. Grass fed meats, organic chickens, right? Wild caught fish, organic fruits and vegetables if you can, right? There's a great simple routine, the dirty dozen and the clean 13, right? That's a great place to start. You can look at some of those fruits and vegetables that are on that list and start with that. All right. Buy local in the summer times. If you live in the Northeast, obviously the winter times are tough, but here, in the summertime, we have some great farm stands, right? One right down the street from our gym here that does some great local produce, and they're using a lot less or zero chemicals in their food. Eat organic, and you are truly are a representation of what you put in your body. So it's so important. And this is one of the things, especially after becoming a dad, that I started to really take a deep dive look into what was in the foods that we were putting in our household, not just but me personally, but what I was bringing into our home. Is it something that I want our son eating all the time on a regular basis? And I really cleaned up everything that we brought into our home, and it's made a world of difference. Truth number four, protein matters a lot. Another mistake that I see a lot of people make with their nutrition is just simply not eating enough protein. This is especially prevalent in female populations where they're trying to reduce calories, trying to cut back on portions. But it's really important. You're made of muscle too, ladies, and you have repair and building going on just like the men do. All right. You need protein as well. And women lose muscle mass faster than men do. So sometimes you actually need more than your male counterparts do. Eating protein in your diet or increasing the protein in your diet helps build that lean muscle that we talked about in video one. That's so important for increasing your metabolism. It also takes calories to process protein. Believe it or not, just by increasing your protein content and switching around the percentages, let's say you go from 20% protein to 30% protein and drop carbs from 50% to 40%, you make a dramatic change in physical appearance just because you've reduced your carbs a little bit, and eating more protein actually burns calories in the process of utilizing those proteins. And last but not least, protein reduces hunger cravings just about more than anything, right? So if you're really hungry and you're having a tough time with snacking and things like that, think protein first. A really great organic grass-fed yogurt, organic cottage cheese, a piece of dairy if you're having dairy, right? Or a great hard-boiled egg is always a great go-to snack in my house. Truth number five, you have to cook it yourself. And this is a picture of my mom and my son. My mom instilled a lifelong passion for cooking in myself, and I'm trying to do the same for my son. And now I understand that not everybody loves to cook. But if you really want it to be healthy, you have to learn how to cook a little bit. You don't have to do it all, right? And you don't have to cook every meal. So Sundays or one day a week should be a prep day where you cook a bunch of stuff that you can get through the week with, right? Eating out is not healthy. The goal of a restaurant is to keep you coming back for more food. So salt, oil, butter, things like that. And they're definitely not sourcing only organic stuff, right? And if they are, you're paying an absolute premium for it. It's way cheaper to cook your own food. You get healthier, larger quantities, right? And you know what's going into the foods that you eat. And you have leftovers, right? So now you get to pack your lunch for a couple days and knowing that you're bringing healthy stuff to the office with you. And it's a fun family activity. We love cooking together as a family, right? And it's something that I have a passion for, and I hope that my son does too. It's a great way to bring back that family dynamic, having that Sunday dinner together. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a lot about nutrition, right? And some of the things we should have learned is that eating healthy does not have to be complicated. It really is just taking a look at some labels and putting smart foods in your body. Stay away from sugar and processed foods. If it comes in a box and has a label list this long, it's probably not that great for you. Most foods should only have a couple ingredients. And lastly, eat more protein. Plain and simple. Eat it with breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and make it your mission to increase your protein a little bit, and you will build more lean muscle mass, and you will lean out greatly, and it will make a much greater difference in your diet than anything else will. Don't forget to join in for one more video in the 5-minute fitness makeover video series. The next one is all about stress, recovery, and sleep. Stress is the silent killer of you and your gains, and one of the most overlooked things in an overall health and fitness plan. Don't miss this video. We'll see you next time.